We've talked about this. You're not a pumpkin spice guy, right?
No, I mean, like, I don't get as offended as some people seem to be about the idea
About it
of
coming out early? Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It could be a flavor that just exists like there's so many flavors that are around year round.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the fun is like rolling it up.
I think that's the excitement of it. It's something new.
Isn't Labor Day like not this weekend, but the weekend after?
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
What
happened?
Seems to be a factual error in my mind. Like that doesn't seem right. And not to say we had a good summer, so it's not like we can say like, oh, like how did it go by so fast? But yeah,
right.
It seems crazy. All right, we had some showers out there today, just kind of wet the ground over southern Maine, but for the most part, Kittery, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, that's where the line was of some actual effective rain down across southern New England. So temperatures vary today, 67 in Portland. I was excited to look up, hey, what was the last time we were that cool for a high? It's actually the same that we talked about yesterday, July 10th. It was 67 degrees. That's the last time it was this cool. 71 in Bangor, 74 in Millinocket. We saw some more sun up there. That's why it was a little bit warmer. So the next couple of hours, there's a chance for a shower over southern Maine and the mountains, but there's not much of that around. And then we clear out pretty rapidly. Temperatures drop down into the 40s for many of us by the middle of the night, early tomorrow morning. This is 2 a.m. and the temperatures are in the 40s for a lot of us. Thursday is a really nice day, though. There's a lot of sunshine around. Temperatures are about 72 to 75 mostly. And I think the difference in temperature is just a few degrees, and the consistent sunshine will make it feel a lot nicer than it has the past 2 days for many of us. And then Friday's nice, too. You start to see some of these high, thin cirrus clouds. That's the very outer edge of Erin. But it won't be an issue for us other than waves. And actually, Friday looks nice. We'll be in the 80s, in some cases, potentially the mid-80s over southern Maine. Part of the reason we'll be able to see some of the clouds from Erin, even though it's well offshore, is that it's now a very big storm system spatially. The core of it is kind of small, but the actual outer bands are really quite large now. They've got stretched out by the shear in the atmosphere, and just generally when these things get moving in northern latitudes a bit, they start to stretch out. So there it is as a Cat 2, expected to be a 3 again, then back down to a 2. Doesn't really matter for us as it will be well offshore. It'll just be a matter of the wave heights, which we've documented are going to be something we'll notice starting Thursday night and into Friday. And I think Friday it looks like the mid-coast and down East Maine will see the bigger wave heights, and then on Saturday kind of curls around the Cape and shoots that gap in there, and that's when we have wave heights up to 10 feet along the coast of southern Maine. So that's Saturday through the middle of the day. Worth noting, this model has 10 foot on the scale here, but I think that's probably the higher end of what we're likely to see actually hit the beach. Nonetheless, you'll notice it because that's one of those things that people, unless you're a captain or you spend a lot of time in the ocean, you underestimate what a 10-foot wave looks like, is what I'm trying to get at. So there's going to be some pretty big waves out there. And just be careful if you want to take pictures or whatnot, not to get swept off the rocks. Nobody needs to see that. Nice weekend otherwise, muggy-ish on Sunday, which will make it feel a little bit more summery, and then maybe some storms on Monday. There'll be rain there. I'm not sure it's enough to matter, but we'll take what we can get. At this point, mid-70s to around 80.
Yeah, I mean, well, take what we get, like you said. It's part of the deal.
And it's nice, and this goes into the time period you know that I love early September because I always think of it as sunny and dry, and I feel I will not be able to enjoy it if it's that this year because we'll be another couple weeks out, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, thank you, Keith.